Jackson, Carly, and my two nephews could be in danger, and they're my only priority.
I'm handling it.
Am I kidding, Trevor Lansing? If Sonny hasn't given you the order, he will. The man is worth far more alive.
Trevor, what should tell?
We're logical and practical, with a small reserve of sentimentality towards the few people for whom we lay down our lives. Emotion doesn't interfere with our decision-making process. Sonny, on the other hand, is a morass of psychological complications. Reason doesn't even factor in. Sonny is simply unable to think clearly.
Why do you want to save Trevor?
Because Trevor is the best link to Anthony Zakara, who I'm sure you're aware of is the real threat. Trevor has some information we can use to our advantage.
Trevor's not going to give information up on Zakara.
Oh. Well, I have some ways around that. There have been times in my life when information was the only weapon I could use to survive. I hone my skills at acquiring it. I can get what I need out of Trevor, but for that, I need him alive.
I'm not in a position to make any guarantees.
Oh, come on, look, I know that you're loyal to Sonny, but you're more than capable of thinking on your own.
I'm not striking a deal with you,
If
Jerry.
Trevor Lansing is found floating face down in the harbor, Zakara will retaliate, and Carly and her children will be the logical targets. Letitia's death was only a warning. Imagine the damage if Zakara really does go for the jugular. Think about that.
Trevor Lansing stepped him up. What happened?
He was messing with Kate's head. I don't know if it has to do with the magazine or her career, or the fact that we found out that she's coming from Bensoners, but I tell you what, he blackmailed her. He's forced her to break things off with him.
Sorry to hear that.
I mean, he's jerking her around, and the whole time he's like acting like he's everybody's friend. He's being reasonable. You know what? I don't like the man. I want him dead. But I want him to know that I ordered the hit. Do you understand what I'm saying?
We can't kill Trevor Lansing. Not yet.
Jason?
I spoke to her and the boys. They're still a little shaken up, but they're okay.
While the person who killed Letitia is walking around doing whatever the hell he wants. No more. We're going to send Mr. Zakara a message. Trevor Lansing dies as soon as you can arrange it.
It's not that simple.
You can make it that simple.
If we're going to make a show of strength, we need information on Zakara. Trevor Lansing has that information. We're not going to be able to get it if he's dead.
Jason, why is it when I ask that I want somebody dead, right? I have to defend myself.
Because not too long ago, you told me I was making decisions on pure emotion. This is pure emotion. It's personal for you.
You're damn right it's personal. He ruined my mother's life. He's fronting for my enemy. He's forcing Kate to turn her back on me. I don't like the guy. I want him dead. That's it. Now I'm asking you to do it. I'm not going to ask you again. I'm just telling you. Do what I need. Please.
Fine, I'll start setting things up. When I'm ready, I'll let you know, and you can give the final word.
What can I get for you?
I have no idea. It just surprised me.
I haven't seen you in here before.
I didn't know I was coming here. I just left the hospital and started wondering.
Double caramel with a twist of creme de menthe.
Well, that certainly is a surprise.
You know what? Could we get a French roast, steamed milk, and 1 sugar?
Okay.
Do you remember that?
Of course.
Okay, please just don't be nice to me. I might start crying.
That's okay. You're allowed.
When I first met Patrick, I thought he was the last guy I would be involved with, but I was wrong. I mean, Patrick is funny and smart and arrogant and infuriating, but the more I got to know him, the more I cared about him, you know, even when I didn't want to. But really, I should have known that this would happen.
What do you mean you should have known?
What?
Well, I thought that I might be pregnant on accident, and Patrick freaked out. So it got us talking about where we are in our lives, what we want in the future, and I realized that I might want to have a child someday, and he doesn't. You know, that's kind of a deal breaker.
Kids change everything, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know. It turns out even thinking about having a child someday was enough to break me and Patrick up. And then I went to the hospital, and there he was, being his typical charming self. We had this disagreement, and then he was nice to me, and then he said, oh, let's order Mr. Chang's, you know, like we used to do, and, well, obviously I couldn't handle it. I mean, I'm a wreck. I'm mad at myself, and I'm mad at the universe because we broke up over a child that I might maybe want to have someday.
Well, if you decide you really want to have a child, I think you should. You know, and if Patrick doesn't want to be a part of it, that's his loss.
You always make things sound so simple.
Just because something's simple doesn't mean you don't hurt.
Well, I thought you left.
On the next General Hospital.
Please listen to me. I have no reason to hurt Kate.
There's something you're not telling me.
This isn't right. It's your deal.
Exactly where I want to be. Watch weekdays on ABC, weeknights on SoapNet.